Good Tuesday evening and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. Drivers in East Wenatchee may be impacted by a road closure that extends until tomorrow evening. The Washington State Board of Health called its regular monthly meeting yesterday, this time in Wenatchee. Unsettled, cooler weather on tap through tomorrow with nicer conditions by the end of the week. An East Wenatchee man who possessed child sexual abuse material was sentenced yesterday to 5 years in state prison. 55-year-old Gabor Ferenc Verebi maintained he was innocent, but a jury took just 2 hours to convict him at trial last July on 6 counts of possessing child pornography. Investigators say they traced the material through Verebi's online activity and found the explicit images on 2 computer hard drives in his possession. The sentence from Judge Brian Huber is in the middle of the 77 to 102 month range the defendant could have received. Verebi plans to appeal. A billboard on South Mission Street gathered a lot of attention when it appeared last month, urging voters to throw out incumbents seeking re-election to the Wenatchee School Board. It turns out the billboard violates Washington's political campaign laws by failing to disclose who paid for it. NCWLIFE News investigated and discovered the sponsor. Jefferson Robbins has the story.
The billboard went up in early September. Wenatchee Public Schools are failing. It referred viewers to a website highlighting the recent state report card for Wenatchee Public Schools, which showed most students performing poorly on state tests in math, science, and English language arts. But one crucial thing was missing from the billboard and the website: the name of any individual or political committee that paid for it. With help from the State Public Disclosure Commission, NCWLIFE has learned the billboard and website were organized by Dick Black, the father of departing school board member Catherine Thomas, and paid for by Dr. Dale Peterson, a retired Wenatchee urologist. State law requires sponsors to be identified on political ads of all kinds, and it requires those sponsors to register with the state as a political action committee. Last week, Black told NCWLIFE the ad project has cost roughly $1,500. He also said he did not believe he needed to register or disclose sponsorship of the ads because they do not identify candidates. However, the website associated with the billboard does criticize school board incumbents Martin Barron and Maria Iniguez, both of whom are running for re-election. Black and Peterson have each donated about $500 to the opponents of those candidates. After NCWLIFE started asking questions, Black agreed to register his campaign with the PDC. Natalie Johnson, a spokeswoman for the agency, says there won't be any fines for the billboard sponsors. She told NCWLIFE, quote, "We always try to resolve things by getting people into compliance first." Jefferson Robbins, NCWLIFE.
Drivers in East Wenatchee may be impacted by a road closure that extends until tomorrow night. A stretch of Northwest Cascade Avenue from Wilshire Street Northwest southward to Bellevue Street Northwest closed early this morning. A sanitary sewer connection is being installed in the area, and the closure was needed for safety and efficiency. A signed detour route is available, and local access will be provided at all times. The closure will be in place until tomorrow, October 11th, until 7 p.m. When we come back, last weekend marked the official grand opening of the new Confluence Health Radiation Oncology Center in Moses Lake. And the Chelan County Moderate Risk Hazardous Waste Facility suffered an estimated $3,500 in damage when a male bighorn butted the glass and destroyed 4 windows. We'll tell you more about that. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Hi, I'm Brian Campbell, and I'd be honored to be Wenatchee's next great mayor. I've been called to utilize my collaborative leadership style and broad-based background in finance, public safety, Wenatchee City Council, and community service to unite our small town as one Wenatchee. During our conversations, you've been telling me that you're concerned about the rising crime, cost of living, affordable housing, and homelessness. As mayor, I will be your voice, and we'll work together to implement common sense solutions to these problems.
Paid for by Brian Campbell for mayor.
At D.A. Davidson in Wenatchee, they believe your investment success begins with a personalized plan. A plan that is the roadmap you need to navigate your way to living your best years in retirement. D.A. Davidson can help you create a plan so you can take the time to enjoy the finer things in life. Let the financial advisors at D.A. Davidson help chart your retirement future today.
Get your favorite beverage and a wide variety of food choices all under one big roof at the Tap Room in Pybus. The Tap Room has the most popular choices for lunch and dinner in the Valley. With unique appetizers, salads, sandwiches, and tasty rice bowls, everybody will find a new favorite dish. Plus many craft beers from Hellbent Brewing, or you can choose wine, cider, or a delightful craft cocktail. Experience the family-friendly Tap Room at Pybus for yourself. It's just what you've been looking for.
8 different political campaigns, 16 candidates, 3 cities deciding their future. NCWLIFE wants you to be informed when you cast your ballot in this November's election. That's why we're sitting down with candidates across the ballot for mayor, city council, and school board to talk through the issues and help you make the best choice. Look for those interviews right here on this channel starting October 22nd and on our website, ncwlife.com.
Last weekend marked the official grand opening of the new Confluence Health Radiation Oncology Center in Moses Lake. The new facility was completed just under its $14.8 million budget and was funded through a foundation partnership campaign along with state grants and generous donor contributions. The center features a new linear accelerator, a medical device that targets radiation at cancer tumors without damaging surrounding tissue. Confluence Health says it will also bring care closer to patients in the region to reduce the travel previously required to seek proper treatment. The Washington State Board of Health called its regular monthly meeting yesterday, this time in Wenatchee. State boards and commissions sometimes hold their meetings in special sessions outside Olympia. The meeting Monday at Confluence Technology Center included a briefing from the Chelan-Douglas Health District. Health District Director Luke Davies says he's looking at shared service programs in which his 2-county public health system could coordinate with agencies in Grant, Okanagan, and Kittitas.
Part of it is trying to put together a vision where we have shared dashboards, shared community resources that anyone in the 5 counties can access quickly. They can look up information to help them write grants or advocate for different parts of their population. But also that we have a trained up workforce that can respond to those. In emergency management, there is talk right now of kind of bringing back a type 4 IMT team, an incident management team, that would allow us to respond locally with an IMT structure. During the pandemic, I had to build out an internal IMT team because it's really hard to get resources over and over again. And so we're really looking at developing the capacity to have a multi-agency response that is just North Central Washington.
Bighorn sheep are no strangers to the cliffs along Highway 97A outside Wenatchee, but they don't commonly decide to ram the windows of Chelan County buildings. The moderate-risk hazardous waste facility suffered an estimated $3,500 in damage when a male bighorn butted the glass and destroyed 4 windows. The County Public Works Department says it thinks the ram mistook his own reflection for another male. Headbutting is a common bighorn behavior during fall mating season. The animal was unharmed. The Chelan County Regional Justice Center and its partners held a memorial service Saturday for Canine Kate, the drug-detecting dog who spent nearly 3 years helping keep contraband out of the county jail. Kate, whose handler is Deputy Jacob Lewis, died of liver disease in August. About 50 people attended the gathering at Wenatchee's First Assembly Church, which included tributes from Chelan County Commissioners, Jail Director Chris Sharp, and Chelan County Sheriff's deputies who worked with Kate. The beloved Border Collie was 7 years old. Coming up next, a group of about 20 people gathered at the Wenatchee Wear store yesterday to participate in a beaded earrings class. More in tonight's feature story. Wet and cool weather will continue through tomorrow before nice weather returns by the end of the week. I'll have all those details in your complete North Central Washington weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
At Confluence Health, our mission is clear: to provide exceptional care for our community. We believe in healthcare that's personal and local because we're just like you, members of this great community.
We are Confluence.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
Local care by and for our community.
We are Confluence.
Let Mary Maid's custom cleaning experts help you clean up your to-do list. Between work, kids, and pets, it's hard to find time to keep up. Let Mary Maids of Wenatchee help. Mary Maid's cleaning experts can help keep your home or business fresh, neat, and exactly how you'd clean it, if only you had the time. Call now for a free estimate, 509-663-1710. Serving Chelan and Douglas counties, Mary Maids, let us help.
Castle Rock International is the Northwest's premier real estate agency for large acreage properties, farms and ranch land, lodging and resorts, waterfront properties, and commercial real estate. Professional, knowledgeable, and discreet, award-winning Castle Rock International has the listings and the highly qualified buyers you have been looking for. Contact John McNamara at Castle Rock International today, or visit their website for more information about this outstanding local company.
8 different political campaigns, 16 candidates, 3 cities deciding their future. NCWLIFE wants you to be informed when you cast your ballot in this November's election. That's why we're sitting down with candidates across the ballot for mayor, city council, and school board to talk through the issues and help you make the best choice. Look for those interviews right here on this channel starting October 22nd and on our website, ncwlife.com.
In tonight's feature story, a group of about 20 people gathered at the Wenatchee Wear store yesterday to participate in a beaded earrings class put on by the Indigenous Roots and Reparations Foundation, also known as IRRF. The event was in honor of Indigenous Peoples Day. The class was instructed by IRRF Treasurer Jordan Lucky and Amanda Northwind, who owns Mystic North Jewelry, and they help guide participants through their creations. NCWLIFE News spoke with IRRF Chair Mary Big Bull Lewis about the significance of the beads and how the group came up with the idea.
Jordan and Amanda have both done some really beautiful native patterns on there, and so these are like patterns that were passed down from our ancestors or our families that signify either our family or just being proud to be Indigenous. And so the beads are also like a really important part of our culture, where there's different beads that we use, and sometimes now in the modern day it's a little bit more difficult to find with the prices going up, also the availability. So they're just really important part of our history, and that we use them to make different types of beaded products like medallions. So you'll see like those big flat medallions, beaded earrings like this. I always have to remember which ones I'm wearing. Moccasins, different regalia. So they're used for a lot of different pieces for powwow dancing or just representation. There was 22 people signed up for this class, and everybody got an opportunity to kind of sketch out different patterns that they wanted in there. And some of us are deciding, never mind, because it's just easier to just do solid colors. The Indigenous Roots and Reparation Foundation was founded in 2021, and our acronym is IRF. An easy way to remember is every day is IRF Day. And our goal is to reduce barriers for tribal members and descendants to be in community with each other. I was born and raised here in the Wenatchee Valley, and there's not a lot of exposure or acknowledgement that Indigenous peoples are still here. And so this is part of being in community with each other, teaching these crafts that they won't be forgotten. And so it's really important to do that. And this year at Huckleberry Camp, which was in September, we had a lot of different artists attend there. And so these were all Indigenous artists that were teaching how to create buckskin, painting on buckskin for little purses or medallions. We had a lanyard class, which is beading. So it's a different process, but you can make one for like carrying your keys. We had a tea making class. We had a bunch of salmon that was donated. And so we smoked salmon and did that. And so this was our goal, was to start hosting more of these classes. And our overall goal for IRF is to build a community center for all Indigenous peoples to gather, because we don't have that here. And Wenatchee Ware donated the space because, again, finding a space that can hold that amount of people is difficult when there's charges and different things for that. So if we can help reduce those barriers and bringing people together, that's really what it's about. I think it's important to recognize that in 2021, the city of Wenatchee signed a proclamation declaring Indigenous Peoples Day. And then in 2022, the city of East Wenatchee did. And that was something that our board members sent out letters to the city councils requesting that they recognize Indigenous Peoples Day. And so we were able to accomplish that. So those were some pretty big things that we were able to do.
Time now for a check of your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you had a great Tuesday. Boy, a lot different than the weather we've been seeing over the past week or so. Felt like fall out there today, didn't it? Kind of looked like it too. This is the shot from our McNeil Canyon North Sky-Fi Tower Canyon, looking back at Lake Chelan, and you can see those low-hanging clouds along the Cascades today, and our shaky camera. We did have some breezy conditions out there as well throughout the afternoon, and it wasn't very warm. We'll get to that in a second. Tomorrow, expect more of the same. We'll see a few rain showers, some clouds and cooler temperatures, and then a nice couple of days. Towards the end of the week, Thursday and for Friday, we'll see mostly sunny skies, drier weather, high temperatures primarily in the mid-60s. And then our weather, once again, we'll see another storm system move in on Saturday and Sunday. A good chance for rain both days, with high temperatures again staying pretty much in those mid-60s. We talked about it last night. Still a possibility that the North Cascades could pick up the first snowfall of the season overnight tonight and into Wednesday morning. Snow levels as low as 6,000 feet. That's still pretty high for most of our passes, but still, some areas in the North Cascades could see the white stuff overnight tonight. 59 was all we could get to unofficially today. 64 our normal high temperature, 80 our record high, and that was set in 1988. 52 this morning, so we just didn't warm up all that much with a cold front moving through, and all the cloudiness out there really kept our temperature down. 43 is our normal low, 27 our record cold, and that was in 2019. We did pick up a trace of precipitation so far anyway. I still think more is on the way, staying at 3.82 inches for the year, and that's behind by 1.34 inches. Sunrise this morning, 7:12, and sets tonight at 6:23. All right, your temperatures as we get you into Wednesday, and it's going to stay on the cool side. 61s all over our map. Moses Lake, Ephrata, Quincy, Wenatchee, we will see around 61 tomorrow. That goes for Eniat and Chelan as well. The cool spot, Lake Wenatchee tomorrow, showers a definite possibility with high temperatures of 57. All right, tonight we are seeing an area of low pressure that's just off our northwest coast, and it's bringing all those clouds our way and the rain coming up from the southwest. Showers will continue tonight. We'll see that pretty much diminishing and then kicking up again for Wednesday. For Wednesday, cloudy skies again, a 50% chance of rain tomorrow. And look at all of the clouds all over the western U.S. And there's our 50-50 chance for rain tomorrow. High temperatures, as we talked about, right around that 60-degree mark. For Thursday, one area of low pressure moves away, and look at the size of the next one. But it's going to take a couple of days to get to us. There is an area of high pressure that'll block it off. That means some mostly sunny skies for Thursday. We'll warm up a bit too, back to about where we should be for this time of year in the mid-60s. Seasonal, as I should say, for our football Friday, mostly sunny skies. We will be in Kashmir for Omak and Kashmir this Friday night here on the NCWLIFE channel. And then to kick off our weekend, there is that area of low pressure as it begins to push inland. Won't see a whole lot during the day on Saturday, but as we get into our evening hours, there we go. It's going to push across the Cascades. Good chance for showers here on Saturday. And then Sunday, lingering morning showers for Sunday. By the afternoon, we'll just see mostly cloudy skies. Most of the showers should end on Sunday afternoon with high temperatures again. Really not too bad, into the mid-60s. And then getting into Monday as we start off our next work week, a trough of low pressure beginning to form just off the coast. And that is going to make a very wet Monday all over about a 4-state region. We are going to see shower activity on Monday. Going to cool down just a little bit with that rain too for Monday with high temperatures in the low 60s. All right, your 7-day forecast. Cool one overnight tonight, 47 degrees, 61 tomorrow, a 50% chance of rain. It's going to be a lot like today. Cool overnight tomorrow at 45, and then our best days of the forecast. Thursday and Friday, we'll see mostly sunny to sunny skies, seasonal temperatures in the mid-60s, and then late day, early evening showers Saturday, morning rain on Sunday. We'll stay in the mid-60s, cloudy with rain likely as we kick off Monday. High temperatures then in the low 60s. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Dan Kuntz and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Abby's has been around the Pacific Northwest for generations. Yep, our parking lot used to have phone booths, and this amazing hair was considered to be in style. You know what hasn't changed in the past 59 years? Our recipes, hand-rolled dough, and toppings to the edge. That's what makes us legendary. It's back, baby. You asked for it, and Abby's listened.
Bacon.
Bacon.
Cheddar.
Yep, this amazing pizza is on sale for a very limited time. Hurry in or order at abbys.com. Your taste buds and family will thank you.
Bring the whole family up to Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house in historic downtown Chelan. Applewood smoked brisket, street-style tacos, and our award-winning barbecue rubs and sauces. Our meals pair perfectly with our exciting lineup of craft ales, made right here in Chelan. We've got room for big groups, or give us a call for catering. So grab the kids and check out the fun at Stormy Mountain Brewing and local public house located in the heart of Chelan.
8 different political campaigns, 16 candidates, 3 cities deciding their future. NCWLIFE wants you to be informed when you cast your ballot in this November's election. That's why we're sitting down with candidates across the ballot for mayor, city council, and school board to talk through the issues and help you make the best choice. Look for those interviews right here on this channel starting October 22nd and on our website, ncwlife.com.
Sports! Dan Kuntz filling in for Eric Granstrom with sports. We'll start out with Seahawks football. As we take a look at the NFC West standings, of course, San Francisco still leads the way. You'll notice that the Seahawks haven't played the same amount of games. They had their bye week last week. Coach Pete Carroll addressed the media yesterday saying having that bye week means a lot of Seahawks who are banged up are going to get healthy.
How are you guys doing health-wise after the bye? Better. You know, we're better than we were. There's some guys that are going to get a chance to jump back out and it helps anybody that got banged up in the game. So we're hoping that this will be a really productive week for returning a few guys, so we'll see how it goes.
It looked like Charles got back today.
He was on the practice field today. Yeah, he worked today, and he looked quick and nifty and all that kind of stuff. We'll see how he does when we come back. As we get through the week, see if he can maintain a practice level that allow him a chance to play.
How is Jamal?
He's on the final stage coming up, getting cleared, and pretty promising thought that he will be cleared tomorrow.
Gino's knee, how's that doing?
He's fine.
And Trey Brown looked like he was back?
Trey was on the practice field today. Yeah. Abe's not quite around the corner yet to say, he's say we can put him on the practice field yet. So I don't know if it's another week or not. I'm not sure yet. But we're not ready. Like if we're practicing today, which we did, he didn't go. So we'll look at it again on Wednesday and see if there's a chance. But at this point, we've invested so much time in his recovery. We don't want to screw it up and bring him back too fast. So we'll be more, patient with it and just see what happens here. But he's going to make it back here within the next couple of weeks. Yeah, Derek is really close. He's a little bit closer than Kenny is. Derek's running and doing all kinds of stuff. Kenny's getting back, but not quite yet. That's it's still another week or so. Derek's got to prove it. He's doing all of the running stuff right now. He's not ready to practice yet. If you remember, I never gripe one way or the other about when the buys come, because you can't do anything about it. So we just try to make the most of it. For us right now, we, like all of the conversations go to, we have guys having a chance that have been banged up early in the year that have a chance to get back out, and so we're going to take full advantage of that. We've been making it through with guys stepping up and doing a nice job, and we're really proud of that. But this will give us a chance to get a little healthier, and then we'll try to bank on that as we move forward. You never know how it's going to go, but this is it. It seems like we can take full advantage of it right now, and we'll try to get better.
What a wild baseball game last night. The Braves rally from a 4-0 deficit. They scored a run in the 6th, a couple more in the 7th, a couple more in the 8th, an unbelievable double play to end the game. And the Braves even their series with the Phillies at a game apiece. Game 3 is tomorrow afternoon. And the surprising Arizona Diamondbacks have the favored Dodgers on the brink of elimination. Once again, they chased LA's starting pitcher early, and they win 4-2. They have a 2-0 lead. They can wrap it up in Phoenix tomorrow. Here's your playoff schedule, a game that just concluded on Fox. The Astros and the Twins going into the game. The series was tied at 1 game apiece on right now, but don't change the channel. We need the ratings. The Orioles and the Rangers, and Texas can win that by winning tonight. Local sports. Just one sports score to pass along to you in prep volleyball. Last night, the Omak Pioneers swept the Cascade Kodiaks. The final was 3-0. Here is the schedule. We'll start out with girls soccer. It's Moses Lake at Eastmont at 7 o'clock in Big 9 soccer. Wenatchee will host Sunnyside at Lee-Bofto Field at the Apple Bowl. Also at 7 o'clock in the other Big 9 game as Davis at West Valley. For the smaller schools, the undefeated Bulldogs travel up to take on the Chelan Goats, 4:30 there in girls soccer. At 6 o'clock, Quincy will host Brewster, and Cascade will host Omak, and more small schools. It's Liberty Bell at Okanagan at 4:30. In fact, they're all 4:30. Manson hosting Tonasket. Pateras will host Oroville. Lake Roosevelt travels to Bridgeport. As far as the soccer standings in the Columbia Basin Big 9, even though Eastmont lost to Wenatchee on Saturday, they still have a 1-game lead, 6-1 in league play. Wenatchee and Eisenhower chasing them. We're down to just the last third of the fall sports season. It's rolling right by. The undefeated Cashmere Bulldogs. Boy, Dennis Tronson's got a team going there. Undefeated in league, undefeated overall, with Cascade trying to catch the Cashmere Bulldogs in the Caribou Trail League. Here is your volleyball schedule for tonight. We will begin with the big schools, the Columbia Basin Big 9. It is Wenatchee at Sunnyside. They'll get going at 7 o'clock. Eastmont's at Moses Lake. At 7 o'clock, West Valley will take on Davis in volleyball again at 7 o'clock. The smaller schools, Sela will host Ephrata. It is Chelan at Cashmere. Chelan hosting Cashmere, I should say. And by the way, the volleyball standings in the Big 9, check out this amazing statistic. The Wenatchee Panthers, undefeated in league, they've only lost 1 match. That was to Gonzaga Prep a couple of weeks ago. In league play, the Wenatchee Panther girls volleyball team has yet to lose a set. A remarkable achievement. We'll see if they can keep that going tonight. One more item of business. The Seattle Kraken begin their 3rd year of NHL play tonight. They're in Las Vegas to take on the defending Stanley Cup champions, the Las Vegas Golden Knights, and that's sports.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more on these stories and other news from around North Central Washington, you can find us on Facebook or our website at ncwlife.com. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. You can send us an email at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us and have a great night.
8 different political campaigns, 16 candidates, 3 cities deciding their future. NCWLIFE wants you to be informed when you cast your ballot in this November's election. That's why we're sitting down with candidates across the ballot for mayor, city council, and school board to talk through the issues and help you make the best choice. Look for those interviews right here on this channel starting October 22nd and on our website, ncwlife.com.